Are you a demotivating employer? Are you a demotivating employer? Are you a demotivating employer? So, welcome to Productivity and Profit Line. I'm your host, Manny, and I'll see you right after this. Welcome back to Productivity and Profits Line. So, today we are talking about demotivating employers. Two opposite words, right? Yeah, of course. The employer is supposed to motivate and he's supposed to bring engagement. Besides, he wants what's better for his company, right? So how can one be a demotivating employer? Doesn't make sense. But funny enough, there are demotivating employers. How would you know you're a demotivating employer? Well, before we start, we're going to know who a demotivator is. Simple. A demotivator is someone who makes one less eager to work or study. You know, in real life, everyone keeps studying every day, whether at your workplace or not, you're studying. And even if it's at your workplace, someone who demotivates both makes you less eager to study and work. It goes hand in hand. So, the characteristics of a demotivating employer. Number one, job duty confusion. If you're an employer and you have a little problem with assigning tasks and confusing duties, you could be a demotivator. You know why? Because employees need to know what exactly they're doing. They need to know their steps. They need to be engaged. And engagement is parallel to motivation, even though motivation usually comes after. But if one person is not engaged, motivation can come, right? So what you have to do now is make sure every job duty is clearly cut for each and every employer. Once again, each and every employer. Do not confuse job duties, job roles, whatever subdivisions there are in your office. It could be the PR, it could be the HR. You have to know whether they mix up their duties, what exactly they do, how they sync, how well they have to work with each other. But if it is not clearly stated, you might just be a demotivator. So, point 2, favoritism. A couple of us have some people in our workplaces that are so privileged because they are, liked by the bosses, not because they are so productive, not because they motivate others to work hard, not because they are people of influence. Maybe they're just pretty, they're just handsome, whatever quality the boss sees. But favoritism is one thing every employer should try and keep on the low. You know why? You can demotivate other employees. The thing about favoritism is that as humans, we all have favorite foods, we all have favorite drinks, we all have favorite people, right? And if you're an employer and you have a favorite person in your company, or you have a set of people who you prefer, it's not so cool to let it be so out there. So if you're an employer and you showcase so much on favoritism, try and tone it down a bit. So the third point is lack of recognition. This is a serious problem in workplaces, and it can demotivate a lot of employees. Employee A doesn't get recognized for every effort he puts in. Not entirely every effort, but the noticeable effort he puts in. And that would shut down employee A's productivity. It's not a great thing. So as an employer, the best thing to do is find means and ways to motivate your employees by giving them the needed recognition. Point 4, outdated technology. It's 2018, guys. You don't need to be giving your employees technology from the past. You need to keep them updated. You know, it's in this business world, your company is running against other companies where they have the latest softwares, they have the latest equipment. It's easier, it's technology, so it just runs so smooth. But if you're going to give them technology from the past that can't compete with today's technology, it's so not good for efficiency for your company, and that's a bad thing. And it's another way of demotivating your employees. So we go to point 5. Point 5 has a little bit of sentimentality attached because it has to do with salaries. You know, money is a great thing and it's also a great motivational tool. So if you're going to hold back on salaries, it's a great way of demotivating your employees. If you're supposed to pay them on the 28th or in the middle of the month, or maybe on the 2nd, whatever day you have scheduled in your company, you should make sure you follow your word and pay your employees on time. So we go to point 6. Violence and harassment. In today's world, whenever there's violence, there's chaos. Also, for harassment, it could be a one-on-one harassment between boss and employee, or maybe other shorter levels. The manager, his subordinates, other officers, whoever it's coming from, whether it's coming from you, you should learn to cut off harassment in your office, else productivity is going to be on the low. You know why this happens? Whenever an employee is uncomfortable, he's unable to reach his peak. Like he can't give out his all. Therefore, productivity is affected. So point 7. Making it hard for employees to have a balanced life with work. You might think, oh, you're trying to get a lot of work hours from your employees by giving them a lot of things to do, a lot of assignments. You're keeping them so engaged and exceeding their specified work times. Trust me, it would go against you. Whenever there's no work-life balance, productivity is greatly affected, because in life you need that balance to work in each and every part. When this side goes way low, this side goes up, it's affected. You know, they have to be synced. They really do. So what you have to do is know the level of work and the workload you are giving to your employees. The type of workload that is reasonable enough in their working hours. You don't want to be keeping them in the office hours and hours and hours just to finish assignments that are necessary for your company. Trust me, it will go against you. So, have you found out whether you're a demotivating employer or not? Are you a demotivating employer? So, if you find yourself doing any of the listed points I mentioned, then you are a demotivating employer. You should find a great way to address these problems and cancel them out. You know, productivity lies in your hands if you're an employer. It could be from the employee too, but as an employer, you should make sure your side is covered. I know you found this video helpful, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Comment down below with questions or suggestions for other signs to know whether you're demotivating employers, or if you have ways of tackling these issues. Once again, my name is Manny, and this series is the Productivity and Profits line on the World Bankers Career Channel. Thank you. And exceeding their specific time, hourly, and exceeding their specified. I can't think of everybody. So guys,